Hey guys, it's Nick, and I'm doing my presentation on creating a voice-controlled lamp using a Raspberry Pi. And I've been working on this project for a few weeks now. And the reason I chose this project as opposed to something else is because in my extreme laziness, my light switch in my bedroom is quite a bit farther away from my bed than I would like it. So if I can just use voice commands to turn my light on and off, I can just stay in my bed and everything will be great. So let's get into it here, guys. So for this project, you'll need a few things. These things are a small flathead screwdriver. You'll need a Raspberry Pi. It can be any Raspberry Pi, A, B, 1 or 2. You'll need a Wi-Fi dongle, 2 male to female wires, an SD card to boot up Raspbian on the Raspberry Pi, any old webcam or mic that's compatible with the Pi, power supply to go with the Pi. It can be any charging cable with this plug, and you will also need a power switch tail 2, which basically is just a switch that the Pi can control the voltage coming through the lamp, through the wall. Okay, now here we are on our desktop, and we have to communicate with the Pi, and since I'm doing it through Windows and not directly through the Pi, I have to use what's called an SSH, which stands for Secure Shell, which basically allows me to connect to an external computer through my home network, and which is a lot easier since I can just do it on my Windows computer as opposed to doing it on the Pi. So the program I use for this is called PuTTY, and it lets me save the IP, the private IP of my Pi, and run the terminal through this. So now this terminal is controlling the Pi. So first I need to log in, and I just kept the default login, which is Pi and as the username and Raspberry as the password. And okay, so we'll start off by typing cd tilde, which will make sure that we are in our main files. And here you can see all of our files. But what we really want to do is make a directory, which we can do by typing mkdir and then the name of the directory, which I'll call scripts. And if you type ls, which shows everything in the current directory, you can see that now we have the scripts folder. And to go into the scripts folder, type cd or change directory scripts. And now we're in the scripts folder, and typing ls shows nothing because it's empty. And so now what we want to do within our scripts folder is make a file that we can use to run our program that will turn on and off the light. So to do so, you use the cat command by typing cat and then a greater than sign and the name of the file that you want to make, and I'll call mine light switch. Hit enter, and now it allows you to type in whatever text you want to enter because you're just making a text file at this point, and I have it here ready to go. So you can copy this if you want. I'll copy it into there, hit enter, and to finish you press Control D, and it brings you back to this. So now we've made a regular text file. It's not runnable yet, but to make sure that we have everything right in the text file, we can use the cat command again and type light switch. Notice this time we don't use the greater than sign, which shows that we're just reading instead of writing. Hit enter, and it'll show exactly what we just typed back up here. So that shows that we have everything right in the script, and now we can make it executable by typing chmod and then u plus x and the name of the file that we want to make executable, so in this case light switch. Basically what this does is changes the permissions of the light switch file, and the U stands for user, changing it for the current user, and the plus X is making it executable. So if we do that, our light switch file is now executable. I'll demonstrate that here with the lamp. So I'll type /light switch on, and the lamp will flicker on. And I'll type /light switch off, and the light will turn off. Okay, back in our desktop, now we have to install a voice command library that we can use in order to control the switch for the light with our own voice. So we do this by going back into the terminal. We type this first command right here, make this bigger, paste it in there, hit enter, and it will install PyAUI Suite, which is the library that voice command is made in. And then we type this to change directories to this PyAUI directory, and then type this. Oh, we can type ls first and see all the things in the PyAUI directory, and then this command installs the program. So what it's going to ask us a bunch of things that we want. It's going to ask if we want them. Like it's asking right here if we want to install the dependencies, and all we need are the dependencies and voice command. So here for dependencies we'll type y for yes, and then it'll install, and it can take a while to install. So it asks if we want it, if it's okay for us to download 150 megabytes. We'll say yes, and install without verification, yes. So this can take a while. Okay, now it looks like the dependencies have finished downloading finally, and it's asking if we want play video, and again all we want is dependencies and voice command, so we'll say no. Downloader, no. This, no. Again, no. No. And getting to voice command, we'll say yes. Do we want to set it to set itself up? Yes. And for all these, say no. Okay, and now everything is set up. So all we have to do is type voice command -e, which will put us into the configuration file. We can type any letter, and it'll bring us to this. So now we can type in our command that it'll run whenever we say a specific voice command. So in our case, we're going to use light, and this is our command right here. It takes this command, which is just our regular light switch command from before, and this ... which represents either an on or off based on what you say. So we can copy it from there, go all the way over here, hit enter, copy it in, and then hit Control X to exit and Y to confirm, and Control C. Oops. There we go. Hit enter to exit, and then we can just make sure that it's in there again. Voice command -e, anything, and it is indeed saved right there. So we just do the same thing again, and we're good. So now all we have to do is type our regular voice command, and then type -c, which signifies that we're running it in continuous mode, and it'll run voice command. Okay, and here I'll demonstrate the final product. As you can see, I have voice command -C set as the command. If I just hit enter, it'll begin to run voice command, and we'll see if the lamp turns on. Pi. Light on. Pi. Light off. And there you go. The light turns on and off just like you want it. And that's it. Here's some of the sources I used. They helped me out a lot in making my project. It was a lot of fun to make, and thank you all for watching.